If we're alive now, would this switch be for stress question? But you know those pictures. Yeah.
I'm going to show on our Kini that we live stream. She will not go delete time like
No,
this.
we did now. I think it's like
Yes, live.
just try and not use the data on your phone. Um, it's connected now. Let me see. I want to switch to reaction mode. I want it back to chatting. So reaction. Hands off for the other side.
I know what to react to.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I don't want to react to Aaron.
Guy, if I will do encore, they play something that will give us views. Yeah, come and join me. Come and join me.
Ah,
I'm not
I'm not
saying
saying
Katy
Katy
Perry
Perry
on a
on
lot.
a lot.
Alright.
Look, I'm
Look,
not.
I'm not.
So welcome guys, today we are reacting to Ray William Johnson's story time. And like trust me guys, they are always interesting as fuck guy. Very interesting. Which camera are we using? Backup camera. So yeah. So his latest one was this one. Yeah. So let's react to it. And let's should we react to this one or should we choose another one?
this one, this one. I don't know.
It's about Katy Perry. Some of you all are still Katy Perry fans, right? Do people still listen to our guy? Let me look for a better one.
I mean,
Hmm?
what do you say?
No views.
YouTube does not notify someone that you're online.
Those actually should have notified. Okay, let's react to this NBA thing. Do you know Do you watch NBA?
You do.
Yeah, I do. I know what to react
You back and forth,
to. Let's react to.
YouTube family. Okay.
Guys,
Okay.
if I'm
I
doing
really need
call,
to
they
because
play
of you
something
guys.
that will give us
Okay,
views.
yes, good actually.
Okay, let's watch this one. So yeah, let's watch.
So this guy is about to make millions of dollars by hyping up a product that doesn't exist. Now, like me, the guy's name is Ray. And Ray is 24, living in Miami, and bro really wants to be rich. And he's always cooking up some kind of new scheme to make that happen. Like he's stealing prescription drugs and selling them for a while. Then he and his friends borrow some money and they start a luxury car rental business. And that business does pretty well, but they're young and kind of dumb, and pretty quickly they blow through all their profits and their business fails. And that is when Ray is back to square one, and now he needs a new hustle to make money. And one day in 2017, one of Ray's friends, this guy, who we'll call Sorbet, gets a crazy idea. They want to create a debit card that lets you access your cryptocurrency. That way you can instantly buy stuff with your Bitcoin when you're like out at the store or something. And a debit card for crypto, honestly, it's not a terrible.
Fucking hard, man.
Terrible idea. And so they're going to attach it to a cryptocurrency, like a shitcoin. However, Ray, Sorbet, and their other friend, this guy, Farkas, they have several problems with this plan. One, they know nothing about crypto, nothing about Bitcoin or anything about that space. And two, very specific technology for a crypto debit card, it either doesn't exist or these guys just don't have access to it. Not in 2017. But whatever, these guys just want to be rich, and they're gonna do whatever it takes to make that happen. And so they come up with this whole ass scam. First, they set up a company called Centratech, completely fake and made up. They make a company website and they make themselves the employees. Here's actually a picture of the three of them all dressed up like they know what they're doing. Then,
what really surprised me is like, we Americans are like going guy. They fall for scams, guy. You niggas fall for every fucking thing, guy. You fall for every shit, man. Shit's coin, all the coin. This guy that did October coin, bro. You all fall for everything, man. Like you all should chill. Understand the grind. Chill, man. Chill, like. This is to scam me. What do you think?
But then I don't understand how you can be smart and dumb at the same time.
Yeah,
This is actually a very crazy idea.
Yeah, but like in the end, the mullah is
and to make themselves appear more credible, they create fake LinkedIn profiles for themselves, claiming that they're all Harvard graduates. They even make up a fake CEO of this fake company. Like they literally Google the words old white guy, and they find a random picture, and they post that picture of that guy as the CEO. And so all of this looks legit. And now, all they gotta do is promote it. So they all go into crypto message boards and chat rooms, and they start hyping up their fake company, hoping to get people to invest. Here's the thing, though. Some people do actually invest in this company. Not a ton, but you know, it's something. But about a month or so in, suddenly, pow, their company gets a random endorsement from a somewhat known crypto guru. And overnight, kaboom, their company blows the fuck up. And suddenly, all kinds of people are investing. And they now have millions of dollars invested in their fake company based on a technology that they don't have.
But look, the idea is nice, guy. Like using card as like, yeah, but to be fucking hard, guy, to be very, very hard.
That was 2017.
Yeah, I think even now to do that would be.
But now there's a real buzz around what they're claiming Centratech is going to do. So they just run with it. They get a legit office space so they don't have to work out of their bedrooms anymore. They hire like 50 other employees to come work for them. They get these fake Centra cards made to use as like promotional materials, like a proof of concept. They even hire celebrities to endorse this card. Like here's Floyd Mayweather endorsing it. They get DJ Khaled to promote it. And so this builds even more hype for their company and makes them look even more legit. Now, what are they going to do with all this hype for their company, considering their product is fake? They're going to try and raise even more investment money. And this is where they start selling CentraCoin, their coin, to the public. And so, bam, their coin goes live, and it's selling fast because they've been generating a lot of hype. And soon, Ray and his friends have raised tens of millions of dollars.
Guy, the ads, man.
And now, with all this new money, they got to start spending it. And so Ray is out here buying new tailored suits. He's at the mall shopping every day. He gets a new luxury car. He's always like carrying around tons of cash on himself for some reason. I guess just to like show it off. Meanwhile, the guys, they're all promising their investors like, yeah, don't worry, we're going to get these crypto debit cards out by Christmas. But again, they don't have crypto debit cards because these guys don't have the technology. But they still don't seem to care. They keep spending money because I guess they don't think they're ever going to get caught. Until, after all this hype these guys have been getting, a reporter for the New York Times starts paying attention to them. And so he's doing his research, and he finds some of their Instagram accounts. And I don't know what they were doing in all their Instagram photos, probably like partying or stunting in their new whip. But whatever it was, this causes this reporter to say, yeah, these guys definitely didn't go to Harvard. And he starts thinking maybe their company isn't legit from the CEO of this company. But remember, the website is just a random photo.
You should have thought that one through.
Your dream school abroad is closer than you think with the Duolingo English test. Prove your proficiency from the comfort of your home in just 1 hour at only 1/3 of the cost of other tests.
Ray and the guys found when they Googled old white guy. And so anyway, the reporter reaches out to Ray and the guys, and he's asking them all kinds of questions. And they're like bullshitting him, and he wants to speak to the CEO. And they're making up excuses, and they're like, oh, he's busy. But with all this sudden pushback, Ray and the guys know that eventually people are CEO is made up. And then everyone will know their whole company is a fraud. And so they decide to kill off their fake CEO and pretend that he just like died in a car crash. Like they put together a whole press release saying that Michael Edwards, our talented CEO, died in a car accident. And I guess that keeps the critics at bay for a while. But now the guys have a new problem. They gotta find a new fake CEO. And so they take a picture of Ray's grandpa and they put it up on the website, and they're like, yeah, this guy is now our CEO. But like immediately, some people start looking into it, and they look at Ray's Facebook page, and they find pictures of Ray and his grandpa, and they're like, the CEO of that company isn't a real CEO. They just used a picture of Ray's grandpa. But whatever. I mean, Ray and the guys still don't seem fazed because they just keep hustling. They get a bunch of their employees to start building a fake app that they can use in presentations like, hey, look, our product really works. And through that, they get even more people to invest in their company. I think they actually get like 15 million more. But then, finally, it all starts to go south. Because that new...
I feel like it's a logical clue that kills all these guys, bro. Like, once you make that back like that,
That is the thing.
millions. I'm running away.
The concept of stopping when you started making it. But
Yeah,
then
they're not making it legit. They should have exactly.
Why stop now? You
A guy like money, they enter people life, bro. Money, they change people. Guy, even if it's 15, like, let's say you are doing a business now, legit or illegal, like, and you are making 15 in, like, from how you are now, and you taste that 15 in. You go want to
exactly. They won't want to stop. Before you know, 15M is not small money.
It's also exactly they want to start making money. Yeah. And they keep the hustle going, like they keep on doing that. That's the thing. As they need to calm down, they need to strategize. Like money is not everything. Like money is everything, but like money is not also everything. You feel me?
New York Times reporter, his article comes out about the company, and kaboom, it blows the up. And it like brings up their old arrest records and run-ins with the law, and it just makes them look, not so good. And around this time is when the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, notifies the guys that their company, Centratech, is now officially under federal investigation. And I guess from here, the guys panic, because within a month, most of the company's employees are laid off. Also, the guys are like fighting amongst one another, and they start draining all the money out of the company's bank accounts. But eventually, the law does catch up to them, and bam, Ray gets arrested. Here's his mugshot. And of course, the other guy.
Come to Africa, guy.
That
Nobody can catch
is
you
bro.
there.
Our mindset is way
You have
different.
you have
Way
money,
different.
guy.
Imagine you're one of these dudes. Will you do the same thing they were doing?
Guy,
You
I
you
will
will think about
strategize.
it
What will
like
happen
five
to my
times ahead.
future?
Exactly.
Exactly,
These
guy.
people are just living in the
Like
present.
I have
and
like
not
$2
thinking
million.
of tomorrow.
So yeah, let me go to one
Wow.
deep side inside.
I will just go
inside.
post. I will just go
Just
in
exactly.
You won't see anymore. But
Guy,
then,
just soft life. Get security, get everybody. Like just stay low key. Don't tell anyone. These niggas, but the money they enter their eye. The guys buy land.
They get arrested too. And now Ray, he ends up pleading guilty, and he takes a plea deal, and he flips on the other two. And so Sorbet, he gets sentenced to 8 years in prison, and Farkas, he gets sentenced to 1 year in prison. While Ray, because he flipped on the others, he gets no prison time. That is wild.
That's
it's like
wild.
snitches, bro.
Yes, guy. Love these niggas. So moral stuff. Moral. Like that's the
Moral lesson.
Okay, the moral lesson. Don't trust all the shit you trust them, man.
Wait, so the snitch just gets to walk free.
You walk free, guy. We live in a cold world, guy.
Snitches just snitches. I do. So, in case you're thinking of snitching, get ready for snitches.
Yeah, bitches miss me. Guy, nah, nobody miss you, bro.
So this guy is about to go to prison for starting a website? Now the guy, let's call him Pirate. And Pirate's 27, and he hates the U.S. government. He hates how they regulate and intervene and everything. And one day, in 2011, he comes up with an idea. Making things guess who now has their so this guy is about making things guess who now has their making things harder to track. Guess who now has their eyes on it? The one thing Pirate hates, the U.S. government. And so
this guy. You see, we have this. Shoots, guy, shoots. Shoots. How do you
friends Pirate. And at some point, Carl Force and other agents discover the identity of one of the people working for Pirate. The worker's name is Chronic Pain, because they all go by their usernames. So Carl Force and the feds set up a sting operation to bust Chronic Pain, and bam, they go in and they arrest him. Here's his mugshot. Now, once Pirate finds out that Chronic Pain has been arrested, he gets worried, as he should be, because it's only a matter of time before the feds figure out who he really is. And if Chronic Pain snitches on him, this could bring down Silk Road and his entire operation. Plus, Pirate has gotten word that Chronic Pain was stealing Bitcoin from the site or the company. So he's thinking,
odds, bro. Odds. Fucking odds, bro. Let's watch another video that's interesting. Something funny that we can react to.
that guy. So in 2013, Pirate does the only thing he can think of. He allegedly decides to hire a hitman to find Chronic Pain and get rid of him for good, so that he won't snitch and so that he'll stop stealing money from the site. And by the way, Chronic Pain was never stealing money from the site, just so you know. But anyway, so Pirate gets to work, and he contacts a buddy who he believes might be able to hire a hitman and unalive his former employee. That buddy ends up being Carl Force, the undercover DEA agent. And so Pirate hits up Carl and he's like, hey, I'll pay you $80,000 if you unalive someone for me. And Carl Force is like, what the heck? I mean, now, we know Carl Force is a DEA agent, so
Guy, also, what did you guy? I just a hater, guy. I don't want us to enjoy this film.
he's not just going to go and assassinate someone. So he collaborates with Chronic Pain and they stage some photos together. And they make it look like some hitmen captured Chronic Pain.
Yeah, this pictures, nigga. You're making it in short format. Nigga should have not made it look like a full YouTube video.
Nah, man.
You're a TikToker, I guess.
Yes, guy. The guy is good. Everybody loves him.
And you play his ass niggas.
Thank you.
I'm going to sub glog DK now.
Thank you.
Let's do something interesting and react.
And that they are waterboarding him in a bathtub. Then they make him lay down on the floor and they pour soup on him and they make him look unalive. And they take a bunch of pictures and Carl Force sends those pictures to Pirate. And now Pirate believes Chronic Pain has been unalive. Oh, and by the way, Pirate also allegedly orders 5 more hits on other people at different times. Like, bro is just crashing out. Allegedly. Now, at this point in 2013, various factions of the U.S. government are investigating Silk Road, because it's getting pretty popular. And they're still trying to figure out who is running the operation, because the whole Silk Road site is run anonymously. Like, even the guys who work for Pirate don't know who he is or his real identity, because they alter names. And so the feds want to know who is Pirate. Now, eventually, they finally discover the IP address of the Silk Road site, and they
How many videos we don't watch like this? The guy they slap up back to back. Is it the guy or you?
Get unique
Now the guy they
designs
do
for your
now.
restaurant
We go
on
put many
Venmo.
ads.
You can show the floor
Now
plan.
you know go put them. About
Reference
the
style.
They trace it to a couple of different places, one of those places being a little internet cafe in San Francisco. And Pirate, the real guy, happens to live near there. And so the feds start putting clues together, and ultimately they conclude that Pirate is the guy running this Silk Road, and that this is where he lives. So cool. Now they can go get him, right? No, there's a problem. The feds can't just rush in and bust him because Pirate is a smart guy. His electronic devices are very effective, and if they can't get into his laptop, they won't have enough evidence to convict him. And so what do? They set up a little sting operation to get his laptop away from him while it's still open, while he's logged in, so that they can break into it. And so first, they find Pirate and they surveil him for a while. Then, once they know his routine, they follow a library, where he chills sometimes and works off their Wi-Fi. After that, some undercover agents go to this library. Then, 2 of the agents pretend to be a romantic couple arguing, and one of the people in this fake couple starts cussing the other one out. Now this causes Pirate to stop what he's doing and turn around and look at this fake couple. Then one undercover agent, posing as the wife in this couple, punches the other undercover agent, which creates a huge distraction. And now that Pirate has all his attention focused on this fight, and he's nice and distracted, boom, another agent swoops in and grabs his laptop while it's still open, while he's still logged in. And pow, another undercover agent grabs Pirate before Pirate can react, and bam, they arrest him. Here's his mugshot. And listen to this. Allegedly, Silk Road had made $1.2 billion worth of sales in just these few years that the site was live. While Pirate himself made, from what I saw, about $184 million. Oh my God. But here's the crazy thing though. Silk Road sold a lot of drugs, as it was designed to do. And at least 6 people died from overdosing on drugs that they had bought off. That whole case goes to trial. Family members of people who had overdosed show up, and they cry in court, and they give personal statements against Pirate and the Silk Road, and this has a huge impact on the case. Plus, the prosecution
gets it from drug dealers right on the streets, guy. I swear, I'm just making it easier for you, bro. Make life easier, bro. I'm giving the supply and the bro, man. Guy, but the guy is stupid, guy. I'm making over $100 and something million, and you can't have enough firewalls and infrastructure, or hire people, or you get that guy will run away, or or be safe. You should be smart, man. You should be smart, man.
In court, and they give personal statements against Pirate and the Silk Road, and this has a huge impact on the case. Plus, the prosecution brings up the fact that Pirate allegedly tried to hire hitmen to unalive some people, although they never formally charge him with that. I guess they have enough against him with illegally running the Silk Road, or maybe he never tried to unalive those people. I don't know, but they never charge him with it. And because of all that, at the end of it all, Pirate is found guilty, and he gets life in prison without the possibility of parole, which a lot of people feel is without parole for running a website. Oh, that's not even the craziest part. The craziest part